All right, we're back. I figured I looked through my list of Steam games for something to just fill the next hour and 15 minutes. And I really didn't see anything that I wanted to pop into yet. There's a lot of stuff that I'd prefer to like start the stream with. So I just figured we can just screw around in the Empire creation stuff. I mean, we proved last time that we could get 2 hours of stream time dedicated to just making our own Empire. But I figured for this one, let me get my overlay here. For this one, we could set up for the expansion next week. Looks like it's next Tuesday. The DLC comes out. So I was thinking we could make some enemies for us to fight in that one, rather than just doing some random ones like we did last time. Help ensure that we get a little diversity in there. One thing I found with that last game we did was we left it random, and two of the enemies at least ended up being dark, and then the other one that we fought was high, and we were high. So there was only 2 different cultures among us. Among us.
Your journey.
And I don't remember what the other guy was, because he died real fast. So I was thinking,
what is your people's form?
We can just set up something. I'm pretty sure when we make our own empire for the DLC, we're going to do Astral. So I'd kind of like to make a empire for each of the other cultures. Are we going to be Astral, though? There's a new culture actually coming out. I think it's called Ravagers. I'm not sure what they are. If I had to guess, it'd probably be like Materium Chaos? Or maybe they're just pure Chaos, I don't know. So maybe well, whatever. We'll just pick let's pick a physical form. What didn't we fight last time? Orcs, dwarfs. Orcs and dwarfs. Do some dwarves. Actually, I had talked about potentially doing some kind of dwarf playthrough. And I had a concept for them already, so let's make a dwarf faction. We can play against them, and then maybe on my own time I could try playing them. I feel like the audio is loud here. Hold on.
Your journey starts here.
I thought I had this all set up. Oh, actually, it did, but I gotta open the mixer here. Yeah, it's okay. That's better.
Starts here.
All right. Is your people's do some orcs. They're gonna be kind of similar to the Empire that we just played, where they're gonna be very heavily chaos focused. But I think they're gonna be like strictly chaos and Materium. I'm trying to emulate the chaos dwarves from Warhammer Fantasy. They're big on like demon engines. So they want some kind of, and they have like demonic slaves, I think, too. They're slavers. They build huge cities, I think in like volcanoes and stuff. So what here is going to be good for that? Resolute. Strong. Well, Bulwark. Defense mode grants +2 defense and resistance. Could do that, and then defense tactics. +1 defense and resistance and evasion when standing next to a friendly unit with this. Does not stack. You just make them extremely tanky. Magic attack, steal more. Tenacious. Could do underground adaptation and make it so they start underground. Kind of a neat idea. It'd be either that or cold-blooded, maybe, since they wouldn't care about their allies dying. Do the underground start. I don't know that Chaos Dwarves are like subterranean, but there's a lot of lava underground, and I certainly associate lava and magma with Chaos Dwarves. Let's try that.
What is their origin culture?
They're going to be industrious for sure, right? Feudal, high, barbarian. Yeah, definitely industrious. This is what I was thinking here, Mystic, for the for our next empire. But I had forgotten they were making a new culture, and I'd like to give that a try. We'll see.
What defines their society?
Okay, so yeah, we want to be Materium and Chaos. We're not going to be cannibals. I don't think Swarmers make sense. Raiders, perhaps. Warmongers and Destroyers, choosing violence over diplomacy. Oh, this is the one that makes it so you raise all other cities and can only have one. Kind of an interesting idea. And to be clear, I'm not looking to like try as best as I can to recreate the Chaos Dwarves. I'm just kind of using that as a inspiration for these guys. I want to put my own kind of twist on them. Maybe we'll do Chosen Destroyers. That could be interesting. And just do like one big super city that they come out from. I like that idea. Let's see what they got for these down here. Oh yeah, I mean, unfortunately these are also very good. Runesmiths sounds very dwarf. Enchantment reach surge costs less. Enchantments have less upkeep. Shields and polearm units get +1 rank. We're going to want to sort of build around shield units because our race has that bonus for going into defense mode. So that's really good. Let's shy away from artifact hoarders since we used that last time. Great builders. Cores yield +2 gold. Special improvements cost half as much production. Wonder architects. Wonders don't require population in order to be annexed. Cities gain plus 20 production per annexed wonder. Perfectionist artisans. City structures cost twice as much production but grant plus 1 stability and plus 5 gold in addition to normal effects. Official unit tier 3 units have plus 1 rank. City cap is reduced by 2. Start with an extra tier 3 unit. That's interesting. Plus 5 gold, plus 1 stability. Racial tier 3. That could give us a bastion, which is that tier 3 shield unit. That'd be a good one to start with. Not sure what else they get for tier 3. We wouldn't care about city cap because we would just be using the one city. Slowed production. But all buildings grant gold and stability. Quarries yield plus 2. You get a lot more gold out of this. Special improvement. I really don't care about this one so much. Not compared to this. Or we could do runesmiths. Well, since the destroyers is a more of like an empire modifier, why don't we do a unit one? This will help with our enchantments and units.
Choose your first tome of magic.
I'm thinking to start with pyromancy just to get the extra chaos affinity. Even though I really would like enchantment. Even, well, maybe rock. I don't think they'll be using Tome of the Horde. I think their tier 1s are going to be enchantment and pyromancy. Yeah, let's start them with that.
What is your ruler's origin?
And we'll have them ruled by a champion. That'll give cities 10% gold and 20 stability. Throne cities get plus 20 draft. Non-hero units gain 20% more XP. And get plus 100 relation with free cities. Pretty sure we start with minus 300. So I don't think that matters so much. But the rest of the city stuff would be good. Let's do that.
Reveal yourself.
And I won't spend nearly as much time on what this dude looks like. Or dudette. What's the oh, okay. Could do a dudette. Do they get beards? They better. They do. Yeah, maybe we'll do a female dwarf. I'm thinking maybe this one or this one. Probably this one. Let's just, oh jeez. I just want to set everything to the very first option. We're at the default. All right. And it's definitely going to be like the most muscular and biggest. They don't have to be like the smallest size. They're already dwarves, so they have a height reduction going on. Let's do... That looks good. Skin color. Could go for like a... Well, they live underground. We could do like a Dwagar type thing with the gray skin. Like that. Decorate. Whoa. Kind of like that. Like a skull marking. Pose. I like the default pose on a lot of the characters I've made, just because it shows your weapons. Which we should probably choose here. All these ones with the little symbol next to it were unlocked through that Pantheon thing. So she can do the shield and hammer. Industrious Warhammer, just 10 damage. Wooden shield, 3 defense against non-flanking. Helmet, +1 defense. And a mount and vigor. A great hammer. Yeah, let's just figure that out after. We'll see what looks best with her final appearance here. Don't have anything. Yeah, I guess that does it. Okay. Eye color. Something kind of pale. Not that pale. This red look kind of good. Actually, I like that. Let's see what else there is. Also good. Yeah, I think... not that one. These are all like Can't get closer. They look like they're like slit eyes, like a cat or a dragon. I don't care too much about that. I like the red with the white in the middle. See how that looks with some hair. Whoa. Big hair. No, she might end up wearing a helmet, but I think either this or this one. I think this one fits best. Yeah. And then beard. What are those, like mutton chops? Yeah. I only got a couple that go down to the chin. I like this one. That's also pretty good. I like that more than this. No, this one kind of matches the braids. Sure. Hair color. I think black looks good enough. Hair color bottom. What is that actually? Oh. Oh, okay. Could give it like a... not that. Something lighter? Nah. Yeah, I think either just straight black or this one. Now let's just do the pure black. Okay, and then the outfit. Well, I think the outfit might depend on what we kit her out for. Because if she's a mage, you might want something a little more, well, mage-like, like less heavy armor and more like what she's got on now. So let's figure that out. Great hammer, not that one. Great axe. Great hammer gives her the great hammer, 23 damage. It's just basic shock weapon. And starts her with fighting. Deals a little more. Berserker's great axe. Great axe. It's got 60% chance of bleed. Does a little bit less damage. Berserker's rage. When she hits 33% or less life, she becomes berserk and steadfast. So she's got the Berserker's belt kind of built in. It's actually a little better than the Berserker's belt because it triggers at 33% instead of 30. I don't hate that. She'd be a Berserker maybe. Tyrant's Sword and Shield. Starts with a Feudal Longsword, just 10 damage. Feudal Shield, 3 defense. And she gets Intimidation. 90% chance of losing morale at the end of her turn for enemies adjacent to her. Also, kind of interesting. Crossbow. Got a little bit of clipping there. Just a touch. Crossbow does 20. The single action, so you can move and shoot without any kind of penalty there. She gets a mount and archery for more damage and accuracy. Druid staff. I don't think so, but let's look at it. It just inflicts poison. 16 blight damage. Fire staff. 16 fire, 60% chance to burn. The druid staff also gives her sap strength, 1 hex radius, 90% chance of receiving 2 weakened. This unit becomes strengthened for each stack of weakened inflicted. Huh. That's interesting. Be cool to have that and a melee weapon instead. Which it looks like you could do, because the sap strength is not tied to the staff. It's a like a trait that she gets. So that's kind of interesting. Fire staff just gives her restore. I think we're probably gonna make her a melee fighter. So then it's just a question of whether she's sword and board or shock. We have that bulwark. Doesn't say what it does there, huh?
What is your people's form?
Defense mode.
What is your ruler's origin?
Could be interesting to have the
Reveal yourself.
Shield and hammer for that. Starts with a helmet here for more defense. How does this compare to the... Oh, she doesn't even get a mount for this one. She just gets the aura. Huh. Yeah, I think we... Well, our culture does not have... I don't know that we get shock troops. So, actually, it would be good to have her with a two-handed weapon, I think. Axe or hammer. Man, this one's pretty good. Chance to bleed and berserker. The potential of her just turning around and attacking her own units is interesting. Industrious. What matches here? Chosen Destroyers, Runesmiths, Pyromancy. Yeah, let's give her an axe. Alright, outfit. Something a little... They don't have a lot of armor choices here, huh? I guess that's not bad. Really doesn't match the aesthetic of our culture at all. I'm really surprised there's not something heavier here. I guess if she's a berserker, she doesn't need the armor bits as much. Honestly, I kind of like this that we have had for this. Although she's got a book. Seems more like a caster thing. I don't care for this. This is more like a ranger or something. This is maybe the closest. Well, maybe we'll do this and see what kind of helmets she can have. A ton of helmets. Getting pretty tall. Oh, right, we got the Geomancer gear. I think that's what this is. Find the pauldrons. Oh, there it is. I like the hair, but there's not a ton that really lets us keep that. I like this. I don't know if she cares about jewelry that much. I think she'd rather wear a skull or something on her head. What if we change the beard to... That might fit the helmets more. I do kind of like that. I don't know about the cape, but let's see what she gets for other capes. Oh, there's some of the armor bits. Hmm. I think I like some of the basic industrious options here. That one. Do like this. See what. Does the armor color adjust those? Okay, it does. We did like a red. Doesn't change her crown. I seem to recall the Chaos Dwarves having these kind of like tusked or horned helms. Mess around with the color of this a little bit. Maybe like an orange. It's not bad. Gray. I want something that pop a little more than the to really contrast the skin tone. I don't like that the red has the like red jewels in them as well. Red on red. Ooh, actually, rather than contrasting, we could kind of complement it and then use the red to be the contrast. Matches her eyes too. Yeah, I kind of like that. Cape, helmet, armor. The only other thing I want to look at is, well, let's see how this one compares to the other horned helmet here. Actually, let's just look through them all one more time. Yeah, I think the horns were probably the best. I actually do like this quite a bit as well. But let's go with the horns. And the only other thing I want to mess with is the skin decoration. Can't see much skin on her, but jeez. Yeah, let's keep the... Yeah, kind of makes her face pop a little more. Having the white on there. That actually doesn't look so bad now. Yeah, I kind of like the dress. Yeah. Let's do that. And then it's gotta kind of match their proportions. Which one? Not this, is it? Skin color. No, I guess it's like that. Hair, we can just do dark. The armor color was the red. Right? No. No, we changed that to this one. Or is it this one? Lighter or darker? Lighter. Okay. Mount. I think I saw that they were adding bear mounts to the next one. I'm excited for that. Honestly surprised they haven't added more mounts. These are the vanilla ones. Underground. There really needs to be some better underground options for mounts here, because none of these are like things you would find underground. Maybe wargs? Not really. Wolves? Boars? I think boars, probably. Eating all the mushrooms down there. And her physique was maxed. Arms are 2. Legs are 4. Let's do like 1 less. Yeah. And for a symbol... oh, I forgot about the colors here. I could do dark red, orange. Orange might be cool. Wow, that looks really neat. Is there like a slightly darker one? Mm. Mm. A little too vibrant. Purple? I'm kind of... Nah. Let's do the dark orange. And then... I don't have many... Yeah, maybe that to match their skin. And something industrious and evil. Well, I'm pretty sure this is the Imperium here. I could just do a pickaxe. Gears. Tower. I'm not sure what this is. I feel like I've seen it before somewhere, but that one looks really good. Let's do that. Yeah. Even that orange is a little brighter than I want. More of a yellowish. Well, maybe if we do that with an orange symbol, that looks pretty good. Although red matches their gems. I want them to look really gloomy. Dark, cool colors with the bright red as a contrast. Yeah. Yeah. I'm good with that.
Your journey begins.
Okay. Emperor, Empress, First Guardian, First Protector. Nah. Do like... Forge. Well, could do Forge Empress. Forge Queen. No. Furnace. Furnace Matriarch. Let's call them the Underforge. Let me make sure I'm saying and spelling this word correctly. Yeah, Dwergar. I'm most recently familiar with them from Baldur's Gate 3. They were an interesting bunch. Actually, why don't we do like... Hate Forge? Something that indicate that they're evil. Forge Mother. Yeah, I had thought about Forge Mother as well. I wanted the title to be a little different. That's why I went with Furnace instead of Forge. And like Matriarch instead of Emperor or Empress. Plus Empress sounded weird after Furnace. Furnace Empress. Yeah. Her actual name I don't care so much about. Let's find a good one here. Yeah, it sounds cool. The in Magic the Gathering, the Phyrexians have a furnace lair. That's kind of what I was thinking of. Rocknose, Silvermoor, Mina Argent, Argentium, Menira Argentium. Yeah, that works. Glory to Furnace Matriarch Menira Argentium, champion of our kind. She will bring a new age of prosperity to the hate-forged Dwergar. Stout, hardy, and stubborn beings who are used to living in the most rugged regions of their world. To them, the best defense are their shield and their patience in battle. They strive underground as well as anyone could above ground. They have respect for their smiths and other artisans, preferring a strong wall over a decorated palace. They are warmongers and destroyers, choosing violence over diplomacy anytime they can. They are legendary smiths, capable of crafting the finest armor and weapons. Yeah. That's about what I was going for.
Starts here.
What do we got on time? 20 minutes? Probably not enough to make a new one, but I'll do it anyways.
What is your
We'll do one more.
form?
And we'll make this one sort of their opposites. We could do... Well, let's do orcs. Well, let's make orcs that are like diplomats and like egalitarians maybe. Maybe rather than strong, they're tough. Fast recuperation. Resilience. Poisonous. Poisonous orcs. Keen-sighted. Let's give him hardy for extra HP. And then overwhelm, elusive, full-blooded. Give them adaptable too, so they level up quicker.
What is their origin culture?
I'm thinking either like feudal or high. Feudal. Stand together. Units deal 20% more damage when adjacent to another friendly target with stand together. Huh. That's interesting, actually. Mystic. Yeah, let's do high and make them good guys instead.
Society?
As opposed to our last high race. Chosen Uniters, Imperialists, Devotees of Good, Banner Lords. Do Chosen Uniters. Extra income from vassals. Plus 10 alignment. Let's start them with plus 20. Yeah. And then for a second affinity. Ooh. Could give him silver tongued. They basically can trade for free with free cities. Diplomatic focus, so they get an extra whispering orb. Yeah. Oh, it looks like they get, what, 2? I wonder if that stacks. They have diplomatic focus from both. That could be interesting.
Choose your first tome of magic.
Let's make them... I was thinking they could be the opposite, so we could do cryomancy. Although, faith is also... Ooh, allegiance with target free city increases 30% faster. Chaplain. Well, since they have mostly like diplomacy focused things here, why don't we give them a offensive tome, starting with cryomancy. And we can make them... We could do a Wizard King for this one for more mana. Plus 5 map casting points and combat casting points for every 2 level of the wizard. Wizards have Overchannel, allowing them to cast an additional spell. Although this gives them extra relation with free cities. Yeah, let's do another champion.
Reveal yourself.
So this one will be a champion who's not looking to murder all the free cities. Druid staff. I don't know that I don't think I've done a female orc either. Male orc. I know well, yeah, I've done a male orc. I don't think I've made many orcs. Do a female orc too. Physique. Yeah. Skin color, what do they got here? A bunch of greens. Kind of a very pale. Almost looks like a vampire. Could just do a... This reminds me of the orcs in Warhammer. Or not Warhammer, Warcraft. Before they... It was when they were like bound to somebody. I'm not super up on Warcraft lore. Actually, all of my knowledge comes from Warcraft 3, so it's very outdated. But I remember them being red in that. Well, some of them. I think Thrall and all of his orcs were green. I feel like this kind of deeper green. Oh. Looks kind of cool. I think the gold up there. Oops. We're just plain. I guess we could leave it plain for now and see what she looks like with the armor. Honestly, the way she looks right now is actually pretty good. Let's see what our options are here. Ow. Oh, you can get kind of tiny with their heads. I like that one. That one's also pretty good. Looking for a not so ferocious kind of look. Almost like a Brienne of Tarth kind of thing going on. Actually. Huh. I don't like that. It's different. Little Brienne of Tarth, little Jonah arc. Eyes are tricky. Those look kind of good. Reddish. Whoa. Just like the one we had, I think. Even the colors. Wow. Those are right. Yeah. And then... do the kind of reddish tint to it. For a weapon, I feel like either lance or sword and shield. I feel like sword and shield is the most thematically appropriate. They're more like defenders than aggressors. Check out her. Well, look at her outfits. Ooh. I really like that one. You got a lot more options. Nah, I like this one. What does this change? Okay. Those colors. Feeling like a blue or a purple. Purple would look pretty good. Well, this is kind of a bluish purple. Light blue. Really wish these colors were like ordered in a gradient. Make this a lot easier to move around. Check the different ones. White. Man, could just do white. Like a light yellow. Brown. Nah. That's not bad. I'd like something kind of vibrant. Maybe try this one. See what the helmet options are. Actually, what's... Nah. Yeah. Helmet options. Maybe she won't end up with any visible hair. That one is sick. I don't really think it fits her, but it's really cool. I really wish the hair would at least come out the back of this. I love this helmet. That one's also pretty good. Maybe if they were shorter, those little heads would be a bit better. Like, you could probably make them goblin-like if you do this with these little faces. I mean, there are goblins in this already. It's interesting. I wonder why they included those shorter heads. Let's do the slightly longer one. And we did the hairstyle. Cape. Why does that look purple? And yet it's dark blue up here. Interesting. Well, we could do white, but then change the armor to... whoa. Ooh. A rose gold. Hmm. I'd love something with a hood and armor. It doesn't look like they have that. I'll just do one of these. Oops. How does this look with a different hairstyle? Ooh. Maybe that, and then the cape. That's pretty good. Or no cape. The cape get in the way of her hair? Only a little. That looks... I think that's pretty good. Oh yeah, the alternative was to give her the gold up there. Not with this color armor, I don't think. No, I'll just leave it like that. And let's look at the other armors here. Could do gold. This feels played out with high. Not green. Huh. Why does the shield change from gold trim to darker? Like pure black gives it the gold trim. Odd. These ones don't seem to change it at all. And it's back to white. I really like the white. Gotta find just a color to pair with that, I think. Yellow. Yellow's not bad. Actually, it's bright orange might work here. White on white. See how that looks on the troops. Where's the color? Fit. White. They have a lot more brown in the mix. Their armor doesn't need to be the same as hers. We could do a slightly... That looks a little better. Give him some horsies. And is that the right skin? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I'll do that. And let's just put these here. Zeke, arms, legs. Yeah. Yeah, and their flag. No, the black looks nice. Well. Yeah, I mean, actually, the black looks nice. Huh. Just keep it like that. And so they're high culture, uniters, silver-tongued, tome of cryomancy. Right, that is something we didn't really factor into their aesthetic. I feel like a super light blue. And not the kind I want. Actually, that might be a good excuse to do a little. Maybe. I forgot about the cryomancy component. I think I want to change them to Arctic adaptation. Resilient. Keen-sighted. Nah. Yeah, we can keep hardy.
What is their origin culture?
Yeah, so they'll be like, they'll live in a, they'll be from some kind of like Arctic
Choose
world.
Your first tome of magic. What is your ruler's origin? Reveal yourself.
Maybe that changes their skin tone a little. See what the other colors look like here. Oh, you know what? Maybe. Wondering if the environment lighting here was affecting the... Yeah, it was. That's why it looked purple. Huh. Okay. Well. Oops. Go for more of like a... See what we can do for paler greens. Wrong one. I mean, white is actually kind of interesting. They're like snow orcs. Remind me of the what were they called in Skyrim? Not the Falmer, but the race they were before they became the Falmer, the Snow Elves. No, I can't remember what they're called. You meet that one in Dawnguard. Got the bow. Do like a blue. Preferably like a... Well, yeah, more like that, but with pupils. Maybe I'll just do like that. There's a pretty bright one. That, and then change her hair at all. To like a blonde, maybe? Like a light brown? I'm sure it's well past 10 now. I'm sort of wrapped up in the creation mode. We're almost done here. That looks pretty decent. Check out our other hairstyles here. I mean, that's... I do like it. Ooh. Actually... Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. And then we can change their skin tone here. With this? And then I don't know that we can even see any of their hair. I guess it'd be like this. Sure. And if they're in the Arctic, they could have wolves. White horses. I'll just stick with the normal ones here. Yeah. And then wait. And a symbol. Well, there's a snowflake. I think we'll probably just stick with that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else that really stands out to me. Yeah.
Your journey begins.
Whoa. They put a... It looks purple here, but it's just the lighting.
Reveal yourself.
This is what it will actually look like.
Your journey begins.
Okay. Emperor, Empress, Lady Diviner, Lord Diviner. Lady Diviner's not bad. What do we got here? Arctic Adaptation, High. Silver-Tongued, Chosen Uniters. Cryomancy. Yeah. Well, I'll just stick with Lady Diviner, and we can call her, Illyria. Oh no. Got it. Okay, so I change this to Grand Unifier. Illyria. Silver Vein. Maybe their armor is made out of some kind of special silver that grows in the... is found in the mountains around them or something. Comes from a line that worked the mines at one time. And then their name... gonna be the... Frosthaven Orcs? Sure. Glory to Grand Unifier Illyria Silvervein, champion of our kind. She will bring a new age of prosperity to the Frosthaven Orcs. Passionate and strong beings who have faced great prejudice as a result of their kin's history, they are vigorous and strong, true beacons of health. The harsh cold no longer bothers them. They take great pride in their refined traditions and wish for others to reach similar heights. They know when to flatter and when to extort, evaluating intrigue itself to a lucrative art. They believe it is their calling to unite all societies. Yeah.
Your journey starts
There we go.
here.
Time is it? Well past 10. But we got a couple new races we can throw into our next game. The Frosthaven Orcs and now here's that hood. What do we name her? Where? Oh, here they are. Manera Argentium. The Hate Forge Dwergar. We've got... I may as well show off some of my custom armies before we close out, but I have Hamek Death Roll of the Savage Corks. You guys are pretty cool. Barbarians. Lizard folks. I did these brother and sisters. It was Anubis, Glintai, and Bathsteth. Glintai, obviously named after the Egyptian gods there, but they're both like... Are they both desert adaptation? Yeah. Yeah, they're supposed to be brother and sister, but this one's like fire and light, and this one is this one uses necromancy. The idea here was that this one still like worships their original old gods, but this guy turned to like a god of death or something and abandoned their religion and turned to necromancy. I also have rulers that are based on the Magic the Gathering guilds of Ravnica. So this is one of those. This is supposed to be Gruul. I named the races after the guild. So Gruul orcs. Bozaroth, the Worldfire. This guy was based on a hero that I had in the last Age of Wonders game, Planetfall. Called him Bozor. He was a Shakarn, which was their lizard folk. He was a Promethean, so he was all about fire and laser weapons. Very heavily military minded. So this is his parallel. Calypso of the Black Sun. I just really like this look. This outfit was really cool. Human sun cultists. Yeah, they're similar to the orcs we just made, but with very different focuses. The orcs we made are diplomats, but I like the idea here of using the undead side of Shadow with the like healing and resurrection stuff from Order. So that was their concept. Celiphaeus, Warden of the Godwoods. I ended up playing against this guy a couple times. He's pretty strong. But they're meant to be like a mix of high elves and wood elves together. So they got the order and the nature. Godwood elves, they're called. Demeritosh, the Sin Eater. This was maybe one of my first, I think it was my second ruler that I made. But they're a mix of order and chaos, which is like what we just did in the last game. But they're even cannibals. I didn't realize that. But they're not meant to be evil aligned. They're supposed to be more neutral. You get plus 10 alignment for the high culture, and then you get the minus 10 from ritual cannibals. But yeah, they were meant to be more neutral, not evil or good. And obviously he's not a dragon lord. Dynica Evergrove. Oh, this was Celestia from Ravnica as well. Cat folks. Made some dragons. Made a bunch of dragons, actually. It's so much fun making them. Elmara, the Sea Guardian. She's based on Elma from Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. she leads the seafaring halflings. They're also chosen uniters. So they're diplomats. Tome of beasts, though, so they work with animals. Evangeline Asperia. That was Azorius humans. That's also Ravnica. Of course, Halifang the Devil Feaster. Joda, Master of Technomancy. Oh, these are actually based on Mage Knights, which probably nobody knows about. But it was, if you've ever heard of HeroClix, like the Marvel and DC little figures that have dials on for bases. Mage Knights preceded them. And it was like a fantasy game. It was pretty neat. But this is based on them. They're like masters of sorcery and machinery, technomancy. So they're astral culture with a heavy lean into the materialist affinity. I love how he looks too. It's really sweet. I love the bandage over the eyes there. They wear these masks like that. Yeah, these guys are cool actually. Maybe I'll throw them into a future game. Kalahira, Master of Beasts. Beastkin orcs. I guess I did make a female orc. She's supposed to be like a goddess, I guess. Goddess of the hunt. Oh yeah, and their whole concept, I guess, was to they have wolf mounts, so all their mounted units have pack hunter, like we used in that one army in the last campaign, and then they also have overwhelm tactics, so they get a bunch of bonuses for being adjacent to each other. They do a whole bunch more damage. Kalaros, the Savage King. Dragon Blood humans. This was just meant to be... They came out with the Tome of Evolution to make your race more draconic and give you access to some lesser dragon type units, so I just leaned fully into that. Just made some barbarians that want to send to Dragonhood. Kamek, the Seer, Cosmic Slan. These guys were cool. I played a full, pretty big campaign with them, and their idea was to use the 3 elements. So they pick up like Tome of Pyromancy, Tome of Lightning, I think it's called, and Tome of Cryomancy as well. So they have access to all those different elemental spells, and they were a lot of fun to play. Really different than what I normally do. Karaz to Deathrite. That's with the Golgari elves, another Ravnica guild. Golgari are my favorite guild of Ravnica, so this one was cool. They use undead, a lot of poison abilities, and they pick up the like plant critters, different plant monsters you can summon as well. So undead and plants. Start underground. Lucanus the Wormling. When I saw how small you could make the dragons, I really wanted to make a tiny dragon, so I made this one. He's supposed to be like the last dragon on the world that these guys are from. So he's like a little god to them. He's supposed to be like their ancestral protector. He's just a tiny little dragon. He's kind of adorable. Manera we just made. Nazagoth the Wen Dragon. This is maybe my favorite dragon that I've made. He just looks so cool. Look at him. The big ice crystals. Big, like... I don't know. The Wendigo was the sort of inspiration for him. I think they're also... Oh no, they're not corpse eaters. But yeah, they're Reichling pillagers. Reichlings were also from Skyrim. And I think they're actually in Morrowind as well, but I didn't play Morrowind's DLCs, so... But they're natives to Solstheim, which is in both games. Anyway, so he's just a big scary dragon, big ice dragon that leads us of little marauding goblins. Neferatax, the sire of unlife. Necropolis moles. It's just a necromancer dragon. He's also astral. So. Oh, they're mana addicts. The moles. Mana channelers and mana addicts. Nezra Thoughtscour. It's Demir. Another Ravnica guild. There's 10 guilds, so there's a bunch of them here. Niv-Mizzet, the Draco Genius. For anyone who is familiar with Ravnica, that one's pretty obvious. Niv-Mizzet is the... Well, now he's the Living Guild Pact, which is a whole thing. But he was the leader of Izzet. I guess he... Is he still, or... Is Ral Zarek? I don't remember. But yeah, they're just little... science and magic focused. I did halflings. I would have preferred goblins, but I already had a goblin race. I wanted to do a different race for each of the guilds. Obadiah Soltai. This is Orzhov, another guild. They kind of got the same thing as that earlier one going on, where they're both undeath and life magics. Onmanax Blackmane. Jungleborn Dwarfkin. I really wanted to do dwarves that lived in like a jungle. I feel like I've never seen that before. And I was kind of thinking about like Mayan and Aztec pyramids, but like what if they were made of metals and like dwarven cut stone, what that would look like and stuff. So I like that idea. And I like the idea of just a big dragon. I saw that they had this mane, like this mane of hair that you could get on your dragon. And I wanted to make a really like bestial looking one. Give him the antlers as well. So they're like a mix of industry as well as nature. Material and the nature and material are opposites, so I wanted to see what that would look like. Quetzalix, the mana worm, and the mana gifted elves. This is just straight astral. It's 7 astral affinity, nothing else. They got unicorns for mounts, I think. Do they? Yeah. Yeah, unicorn mounts. So their cavalry can teleport. Pretty cool. Rakanishk Gorse Lake of the Rakdos Goblins. It's another guild. And his name is based on Rakanishu from Diablo. But they're just murderous little psychopaths. Shadow and Chaos. Regulus Ceruleus. I think this was the first ruler that I made. Just a pretty straightforward, like, human good guys. Their order, nature, and material. He's shown up in a number of my games. Severa the Venomous. Serpent Brood Wildlings. I saw they had the snake-like appearance you could do with the dragon, and I thought it'd be cool to do a snake dragon. And then the lizard folk also have a snake-like head, so that was pretty much it behind their inspiration. They're barbarians. Heavy focus on blight damage. Talos Silverlight, Boros Dwarves. Another Ravnica guild. They're also light and chaos, but they're order and chaos. They're more order. The chaos stuff is just there for the fire and I think the Tome of the Horde. Well, no, I think it was mostly just for the fire stuff, not any of the like demonic side of it. They're red, white colored and magic, so the mix of both. Typic TT, the Astral Hunter Skinks. These guys are based on what is his name? I forget. There's a little like chameleon. I think he's a skink in Warhammer Fantasy who just goes around like hunting demons. So that was their inspiration. He looks like a chameleon. These guys are all chameleons. So that's their deal. Vassala New Spawn Simic Frogs. It's another guild. It's supposed to be... Simic is a guild of like using science to accelerate evolution and like mix genetics of different creatures together to make like the perfect creatures. So they use nature and astral affinities. And they're frogs. She's supposed to be a axolotl. Because why not? Berg Dune Swallower. Just barbarian frogs. They live out in the desert. I don't know why I made that. Oh, yeah, I made them for the campaign that had the cat siblings there. Because it was supposed to be a big desert world. So I just wanted a race of barbarians to live out there, and I figured some toads would be cool. They're kind of like... They're slightly based on battle toads. Only because they're... Like, look at this guy. Like a battle toad. Ziyun Zhe, the god of fortune. I like the idea of having a a Chinese myth dragon as a ruler. Super skinny. Yeah, because they had the head for it, so I want to make something that used it. And then yeah, it's just a bunch of ratkin. Materium and order. They're supposed to be really focused on generating gold. Ymiria, Mother of the Frozen Dead. Another cool one. I love these crystals. She was kind of similar to the Wen Dragon there, but she's fully dedicated to Shadow, so she's just ice and undeath. Ice Brood Troglodytes. Do they live underground? No, Arctic adaptation. Okay. And the last one is Zariel Ves, soul feasting orcs, shadow and chaos. These guys have also showed up in a number of campaigns of mine. Ruthless Raiders and Ritual Cannibals. Just bad dudes. I don't know what the concept behind them was. I think I just wanted a... this is a gaudier, not a champion hero. I think that was the only inspiration. I just wanted to make a gaudier. And this, I think, was probably my third hero that I made, so I just wanted to do something like that. Anyway, that's all of them. Now that I've taken up another 20 minutes. So we'll find some mix of those to throw into our game when we play on the 7th. Like I said, they're adding a new culture, so we'll definitely at least have to check that out. It's a new culture. It's four new tomes, and they're adding bird folk. But what do you usually call those? Bird folk, avians. Yeah. Anywho, but yeah. We'll wrap it up here. Gone on long enough here. Yeah. I don't know yet what game we're gonna play tomorrow. I just realized that I didn't update the stream information, but whatever. A little too late for that now, huh? Yeah, I'll figure out what we're gonna pick up and spend time on until the DLC for Age of Wonders comes out. And like I said in another stream, I'm not planning on just playing Age of Wonders. Once that comes out, we'll split time between that and something else. So look forward to that. Yeah, looks like we're all set here, so I'm gonna sign off. Thank you everybody for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Bye.